feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride no whip.
All right. Now, should we go to Diddy trial or should we go to YB arrest footage? Diddy trial or YB arrest footage? You guys vote. You guys vote. Vote it up. Diddy trial. We have 3 updates on Diddy trial. And then we have YB arrest footage. We have an update on that. By the way, King Akademiks is kicking tonight. Shout out to y'all over there. Let me look at and see what's going on over there by the Academy. Academy, that's the hood over there, bro. Well, here we go. Seen a lot of people say YB. We're gonna watch this and react to it. I think this is definitely on Gravedigger Mountain. I wonder if he still has that house. I don't know. That house was like a fucking fortress. I remember saying, I'm like, yo, shit, if I lived at this house, I would tell all the rappers to eat a dick. You know, I'm like, yo, I would drop my address every day. Ain't nobody coming up there. I would drop my address every day. Ain't nobody coming up there. What they gonna do? By the way, thank you for the 9 new members. Love y'all over at the Academy, right? Cool. So let's go watch this real quick. And then, by the way, we're going to give you the Diddy updates. Pause. Afterwards. Here we go. So this is the arrest footage from when, apparently this is SWAT in Utah. They raid, and by the way, I think there's federal agents with them. So, you know, federal agents sometimes use local authorities. They raided Youngboy's mansion. By the way, if you're wondering why they look, is this many of them? Youngboy, just to put it in perspective, because I know a lot of people you might not be aware, NBA Youngboy lived up on a hill that was like 5,000 feet, like above sea level. You'd have to literally drive up there to get him. I've told y'all notoriously, I got to where the gate was. It was not snowing. By the time the cars went up to the top and the security brought us up, it was a fucking blizzard. It's like a different fucking weather up the hill from his gate. Completely. You know what I mean? The snow and the blizzard was so bad, regular cars couldn't drive up there. They had what they call sherbs, those big ass shit with the big ass tires. And I think you guys know what those are. I guess he's not doing that anymore, but he had a one of those, like, you know, those like First Amendment right militia type of dudes. He had a whole team of them. They were all ex-Army, Navy, and Marines. Okay, Navy SEALs and Marines. These guys had silencers on their guns. They had checkpoints. They had all type of shit. You get what I'm saying? And those people operated in tandem to make sure that anybody at the gate, if you ever came up there, and by the way, it was one of those things where like you absolutely felt like you could have been killed and buried in snow and nobody would know. Okay? It's impossible for like even the police to go up there without interacting with these guys. And that's the approved security that NBA Youngboy had. Okay? Now, the feds know this. And anytime they're going to raid something, they're going to raid with appropriate force because they don't know if it will be hostile. So yes, SWAT is coming with all of their super trained guys with long guns, and I'm pretty sure they might even have a sniper, because I think there might have been a sniper up there with YB, because there was like these hills, and there was one hill that if you walked all the way over that hill, maybe you could get to the back of his house, but they had people flanking that area too. People were walking up in the mountains. I'm like, yo, this nigga Youngboy, this is like some movie shit. So I say all that to say, the fucking cops, if they're going to raid his house, who knows? These guys might be like, nah, you're not coming up here. Or they might try to buy time, because the part of the raid is to get there immediately. So they are showing up like this. Now, here's the thing too. I kind of watched a little bit of this. I don't think they caught him at the house. They wait till he was out the house. Because to go up the house, he's going to have at least 20 to 30 minutes for you to get all the way up there, because of there's so much security. So the point of a raid is to get the person quickly. So I think they didn't get him at the house. They got him while he was down. There was some other place where a barn is at. I think they got him by there. Anyway, let me play it. Okay, there's no sound here. These guys, you know, shit, they look serious. They definitely look serious. Okay. Okay. They're driving. They're driving. They're ready to go. Now we hear some audio. Actually, give me 1 second. I gotta go grab food. I gotta grab food. Fuck. Give me 1 second, Chad. Keep watching though.
Alright, let's start the left and right security. Looks like he's going to play like he is on the radio. He's on the radio.
Okay.
He's on the radio.
All right, so wait. Okay, so they're basically kind of like figuring out where he's at.
He's on the radio. Let him know he's on the radio. Oh, but we'll wait for further instructions. Waiting further instructions. Stay there. Where's the other one?
We got two right to the left, I think.
Yeah, one right there.
Police for the search warrant. Occupants of 9635 East Maple Drive. Come out of the front door with your hands up. Do it now.
Wow. It's the police. Search warrant. Motherfucker.
Might as well tell these guys to disarm themselves.
You see? Tell these guys to disarm. That's the security. Bro, I'm telling you, his security, like 5 of them niggas had silencers. I'm like, why y'all got silencers? Like, yo, these niggas was one of them niggas who like, you see the movies where you have those little towns of people be like, yeah, man, we just ready for one of them days that, you know what I mean, we got to go overthrow the government. That's the niggas he had.
We have the intercom.
Walk around to my left, or walk around the side over here to the back front of your vehicle.
Oh, so they're talking to the security. Yo, put your guns away.
Please, occupants of 9635 East Maple Drive. Come out the front door with your hands up. Do it now.
Is there anyone in that white Tahoe?
That's their vehicle.
Can't tell. Can't tell.
We have 2 more security guards up here at this other Tahoe.
Police for the search warrant. Occupants of 9635 East Maple Drive. Come to the front door with your hands up. Do it now.
Right for the bat.
Now, more than likely, the security already knew they were coming up, because like I don't want to dox the nigga, but it's impossible for you to get up to the house. It actually just says the security got to let you in before you start driving up that hill. So they knew that the guys were coming, and I guess they probably knew it was police some way somehow. But they probably bought a good amount of time, like a good 15 minutes.
Looks like you got a gun right there in his waistband.
Which one?
The guy in the black looks like he got a holster.
The hand tats.
Yep. Hand tats looks like it's a holster.
The one
This
with
is the police with a search warrant. Any occupants of 9635 East Maple Drive, come to the front door, do it now.
Stand by for now. Are you guys in pretty good positions?
This is the police with a search warrant. Occupants of 9635 East Maple Drive, come to the front door with your hands up, do it now.
Well, could you dox him anymore? Y'all keep saying the address.
Security guards right here. I'll let them know.
Where are we at?
Have you guys had any communication through that radio yet?
We've got Tracy down, security guard down there, if they want to make a phone call into there. Is the front door going to be up this way? The front door is on this other side. Over there.
Now, keep in mind and be very clear, chat. They're in an armored vehicle. They've encountered a security team that's also armed. Multiple guns on them. They got long guns, everything. They're using the intercom because obviously they don't want to get out and have a standoff where they're pointing their guns at people who knows if those guys are going to be pointing guns back. I think the Utah gun rules, and by the way, these guys are security, so you'd imagine they have whatever permits to carry, whatever. Utah gun laws. It's open and concealed carry. So, you know what I mean? Technically, anybody could have a gun. So again, they're being very cautious. You're seeing, although you have all these armed guys, they're still staying in the armored vehicle. They're trying to make sure people disarm themselves or at least show some intent that they're not going to disarm themselves and they know, hey, we might have to clap a couple niggas just to go get the search warrant done. Right?
You want me to pull over to that side? Where we can see that?
Jeez, this transmission's taking
The fucking beating.
Yeah. What is it? This our transmission's taking a beating.
Are we gonna lose sight of them?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hey,
I can see
still
him.
coming from the rear?
Yes.
Alright.
Have them, hey, with them being compliant, are you okay with us opening the back of this and disarming them so you guys can pick them
This is
up?
the police with a search warrant. Occupants of 96.
So it's clear. So there's security around the house at this point. I'm just kind of giving you like a visual outlook because we're just looking in the car. It's clear they've gotten through. I'm telling you. So you get through this thing. You got to drive all the way up. You're basically climbing a hill. There's usually checkpoints. The mere fact that they weren't stopping at checkpoints, those guys probably realized, yo, the cops is coming. They probably all rushed to the house, right? So YB and whoever else is in the house, yo, cops is coming. The security is still going to stay around the perimeter until the police have contact. They're now either close to the house because they're using an intercom. Yo, open this motherfucking door, get the fuck out. And then they're seeing these armed guys. They're telling the guys, yo, put your guns down now. Before we even step out, put your guns down, okay? And it looks like they're complying. You just heard this person say, yo, should we step out the vehicle since they're complying? So it looked like these guys are putting their long guns down, probably gun off the hip, gun by the fucking ankle. They're putting them down. Yeah, them niggas had like knives. You know some shit? You see like some daggers. You just all that type of shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Nigga really had some military people. Anyway, these guys are disarming, and now somebody says, yo, since they're, should we now hop out?
635 East Maple Drive.
Here's the thing. YB at this point hasn't left the house. He's still in the house.
Front door, do it now.
Abraham Lincoln, I see you, bro.
Alright, we got flex trucks back here.
Alright, we good?
Pop it.
Is someone gonna see their rifle?
I got you.
Alright.
Police with a search
That's
warrant.
that car on the left, too.
9635 East Maple Drive. Come to the
Now,
front door.
okay. Just little things that you should know. By the way, they're not really at the house, clearly. I'm going to tell you why. I hope I'm not doxing. Now, by the way, this is one of the times it's not that snowy. When I went up there, it's fucking blizzard.
With a search warrant.
Car on the left.
Here we go.
96.
That Sherp thing, so it gets so snowy that you got to use these things to climb the fucking mountain just to kind of give you a realistic, like, what's this looking like? You get what I'm saying? These things are the thing climbing the fucking mountain. And yes, this is the mountains of Gravedigger Mountain, if you want to imagine. Keep in mind, the road is probably half a mile down there or more. So you get to realize if there's security checkpoint, and they're using these things as travel, They could, when it's really snowing, they bury your ass over here. Nobody knows, right?
5 East, Maple Drive. Come to the front door. Do it now.
Okay. Actually, I think this might be close. This might be close to the house. Much of it?
Hey, just watch the Suburban. Hey, Jerf, just watch this too.
I'm gonna step over here.
Hold on. I don't. I don't want it pinned because I'm using it to cover that.
Now, these are the security guards. Did you see just now? Did we miss it? The security guards have now disarmed. They're walking up. They clearly know it's law enforcement. They're not about to go have a standoff for YB and try to kill these guys. They put their guns down. They've clearly identified as police, but they've probably radioed in because they have radios. They radioed into the house. Yo, 5-0's out here, nigga, and they've got a search warrant. We could probably stall them for 20, 30 minutes, but it is what it is. So you're going to see them walk up.
I don't want it pinned because.
See, they're coming. I believe this is the Tahoe. This is the security here.
I'm using it to cover that for now.
There's going to be another one, too. There's another one in the back right here. I don't know if you guys can see it right there, right? So, you know, it's happening.
Thank you.
Turn around, face away from me.
They're being detained. Turn around, face away from me. They're going to get handcuffed just that the process could go good, that everybody feels safe.
Where's your gun at? I've got one.
Where's your gun? See, that's the security. Where's your gun?
Turn that off for a minute. I got an appendix here and I've got a shoulder.
He says, I have an appendix gun, which is a gun that would probably sit right here. And then he says, I have a shoulder arm, which probably... You see what type of tactical niggas you got? You got niggas with long guns with a gun here and a gun here. What the fuck?
Harness. I got two on me. Okay, sounds good.
Boy, put your hands up for me right now.
I'm sorry, I got hard hearing.
Keep walking. Don't walk to your left. Walk to your left. Stop right there. Stop right there and go through instructions.
Where?
Stand by.
Go ahead and turn around 360 degrees. Turn around for me. Now turn back towards me. Stop right there.
Hey, hold that. I can see him from here. You want me to call him?
Hey, keep on him for a second.
Hold on. Just keep him there for a minute.
Keep your hands up for me.
Hey, one of you want to keep eyes long? Okay, let's.
Everybody in the residence, come out the front door and do it now.
Now, keep in mind, this is a very different type of operation than you know, many different ones, right? So, for example, a lot of times with SWAT teams, you know, they're gonna do some type of recognizance right before. They're gonna know what they're walking into. They know Youngboy has these armed security details. They know he has multiple personnel that's security that's gonna have weapons on stand. If police pull up to your house, they're kicking your door down. Like they're looking at 10 of us, one of you, pussy, you gonna die if you try us. They don't really know what they're walking into. They're trying to get everybody to exit the residence unarmed that they could detain before they do a tactical breach of the place to execute the search warrant. Why? Them niggas got silencers, RPGs, grenades, dynamite, C4, all type of fuck shit. And the police are being, you could tell, they're not kicking the door down. You know what I mean? They'll kick the door down if they're like, okay, just one or two motherfuckers, and it's 13 of us, right?
Standing there with the boots in your hands. Come outside. Do it now.
And you could tell the whole time they're hiding behind this big ass bulletproof vehicle door that somebody don't come out on some like, yo, you want to play rough? Like they're keeping it very tactical. They're not in the open. They're possibly, so they're clearly going into this saying this could be a firefight. This could be a shootout.
Wife and kids.
Okay, so wife and kids came out.
Stop right there. Wait for me.
Okay, go and face away from me. You don't want those fingers behind your head.
Hey. All right, his wife and kids are out now.
Put shoes on. Where's your gun at? Where's suspect at?
Right here.
Okay, all right.
I got him.
We're gonna start calling him back, okay?
You want me to call him?
Watch him while I'm doing that. He's been very cooperative.
What's his name?
Spence, what up, bro?
What's his legal name?
Trail.
What is it?
Mr. Golden.
Got that shotty right here. I see it. Now they're all coming out.
7 hands. Do you have more?
I got really good eyes on him, yeah.
What?
Good.
Do I have coverage and everything?
Okay, we
I ain't gonna lie, man. This SWAT team not really SWAT like that, man. They slow as fuck. I can see niggas grabbing their ankles while coming out. This gotta be the old SWAT team. This ain't the SWAT team you think backflipping out of shit. They moving like ninjas. Every walk they go like they do a tumble like this. They like this. Nah. These niggas look like they got arthritis. They need Bengay. They need an icy hot. Nah, hell nah, bro.
good?
Who do we have?
What's his legal name?
Cantrell.
Cantrell!
And then what?
Do me a favor, walk towards me.
Her name's Jasmine. You pin that for him.
Ma'am, you stay there. Good, stop right there, turn around. Face away from me. Thank you. Walk back to the sound of my voice. Just like that, thank you. Keep coming.
Go and get your other
Keep
child,
coming.
please.
Perfect,
Your other
okay.
child out.
Now we finally see NBA Youngboy. Now let me tell you this. Again, this is a state operation, but I would imagine that the feds may have had some type of knowledge of it. So this is state. This is not the feds. Okay. This is the state of Utah. Knowing what they know, obviously they clearly know about the security detail of these things because of the Fed case, and they're approaching this situation as such. But this is state. This is when they arrested him for supposedly having illegal prescriptions, and they said he was doing identity fraud, forgery, and a bunch of other drug related offenses. Okay.
Keep coming. Hands on top of your head. On top of your head. There we go.
Hey, Mr. Golden.
Any weapons on you, sir?
An engineer and your brother? What's your brother? What's his name, sir?
Is it? Open this way, brother.
Go ahead, go on back out for me, 3.
Keep walking.
You're right. There you go.
All right, thank you, man. Go ahead and put it behind your back.
Hey, Cantrell is saying his brother and engineer. His brother.
Stop right there for me, please.
Let me know when you're ready for them.
No,
Come back to follow the sound of my voice,
We
okay?
got a search warrant.
Walk towards me.
wife and kids.
Stand by.
Detained for affliction.
Yep, you're just being detained.
Can you send me your cover
Come
off?
towards me. Sounds good.
All right, man. Let's come this way over here. We'll put you right here for me.
So those are the security right here. You see him also addressing the security real quick, chat. Look, you see him addressing the security. He's gonna walk past the security. I don't know what he says.
All right, man. Let's come this way over here.
So these are the two security.
We'll put you right here for me. Just lean up against that.
By the way, very interesting to note, they do not they don't detain the security. I'm actually surprised by that. Them not detaining the security. Obviously, they detain the person who that is the suspect, not necessarily suspect, but he's the target of the search warrant because it's his property and the search warrant is of Kendrell Golden's residence. But they don't detain the security guards. I think it's probably a sign of respect, but I'm kind of surprised because all of these guys had 4 guns on them. I'm pretty sure they searched them, but like still, if you took 4 guns off of a nigga who's like military trained, you might want to put that nigga in cuffs while you do your job, right? But they don't cuff him, they cuff Youngboy.
We're here with them.
Somebody said security are cops' buddies. Yeah, true. Yeah, they might have said some shit like, oh, I was with blah, blah, blah. And you know, they're giving them some respect. I believe this is Wifey. Wifey's coming out, I believe. That's Wifey. And she's coming out with 2 of his children.
You want to come over here?
Concerned parent YB, you know, observing the situation.
Just make sure you don't have anything.
It's interesting. I think YB leans back a bit, and I think he's trying to conceal the fact that he's in cuffs. Like, especially, you know, that could be traumatizing for children. Your kids are watching you being cuffed. Could be you see him lean back a little bit, like he's almost, because remember he's cuffed behind his back. Watch. Look, you see? So, you know, right here, they could kind of see, like, behind him. And you see him lean back. Look, you see? Right here? You see him lean back?
Occupants remaining in the house. 9635 East Maple Drive. Come to the front door with your hands up. Do it now. This is the police with a search warrant. We are not leaving.
You can see one of his kids kind of reaching for him.
Come to the front door with your
All right, well, the hand is on the vehicle.
hands up. Do it now.
With her not having shoes, we can put her right here.
This got to be so traumatizing. Your child is crying for you, and you're kind of helpless in this moment. You also don't want to say anything. Is my mic low? Sorry, chat.
Walk to the center of the driveway.
What the fuck going on?
Well, keep your hands up. Keep walking. Keep walking.
He say
Hold on real quick. We got Sneeko over this arrest footage of, not necessarily arrest footage, but this was a search warrant footage from NBA Youngboy's Gravedigger Mountain house, where the feds, or not feds, but actually state SWAT raided his house to search for evidence of a crime, which would be forgery, drug-related offenses, and also identity fraud. Okay? Give me 1 second. So we'll get back into that now. Remember, they have him cuffed, and they're going to continue with their search warrant.
he just got a search warrant.
Stop right there. Person in the black outfit. Turn around 360 degrees.
Huh?
Stop.
Shit, my wife got it.
Red jacket. Turn around. Lift your jacket. Right. Thank you. Stop.
Yeah, man.
Hey, come over. We're not going to be talking on the phone.
Wait
So.
for the instructions from these officers.
Pretty cooperative.
Hey, guy in the black jacket, walk towards me. Keep those hands up. Guy in the red jacket, just hang tight, all right? Okay, go ahead and stop and face away from me. Interlock this finger.
Hey, did we say we can put these kids in the Bearcat with no shoes on?
Hey, nah, don't fuck with this, bro. Hey, let him get in your car.
No, we're not going to get in this car. We don't know what's in there.
We're okay. I don't care if he picks him up, though. Cool with that? No. He picks him up.
Yeah, he'll move the chair for me. Hey, he'll move the chair.
I just don't want him on the ground, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, babe, you got it.
Sorry, sir.
You're good, man. You're good. Okay, we want to put him in this car? Sprinter? All right.
Hey, the chair allowed to get in there?
Who's that?
The chair allowed?
Yeah, we're gonna get these guys out and get you in.
For sure. I said my chair allowed.
Your children, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get all you guys.
Wow, you see how they move? So they bring in the first tactical van, which is clearly bulletproof, this and third. Now they're bringing more guys. This is how much they think this place, they don't know what they're going to find. They're coming with guys armed to the fucking T. Now, what I suspect is going to happen is these people are only to clear the area. Let's make sure there's nobody with guns, nobody's popping up, and then we're going to have, some, because these SWAT guys aren't the people that we're going to search. They're going to have regular law enforcement or detectives kind of do the search, right? Because these guys are just to get the area secured, but you see how much guns they're coming with. You get what I'm saying?
Give them 1 second to get the stuff out, and then we'll get you all in there, okay?
Hey, excuse me. Everything opened up, man. Everything open, I can open
Oh, so he's saying everything's open. Please don't break nothing.
my safes. Please don't let them break nothing.
We won't. We will work 100% with you, okay?
Actually, let's do this. Let's have you hold on. If you don't want stuff broken, let's have you stay up here and at least get them in a nice warm.
Come. Hey, pull forward a little bit.
Hey, hold on 1 second.
Hold on. He's gonna turn around.
Tim, you want to keep him up here in case once we do secondaries?
You got keys and stuff if we need them? Not on you?
Everything open.
Everything's open.
Okay. So
I want one on front. I want a few in the back. Try this down with I only got two, so if you have a hold of somebody, just stay in there with them, and then we'll bring you back up in a second.
And yeah, this is the house. Yeah, you see these mountains? This is what I was trying to say. Like, there's only one way to get up here. It's a fucking dead end. you see a big ass rock. You're like, how the fuck? Where's the house? You don't even see the house. When you get to the end of the regular road, you don't even see a house. You see a blocked off path that you got to get up, and you eventually get over here. The only other way, other than that, where there's mad security, you'd have to come over this hill to get to this house, and they have people that kind of flank the hills. So before you get to the house, they would shoot you dead. You get what I'm saying? This is like really a really nice place to be strategically and tactically when you have like real good security. Because if you gonna try to come, you're not gonna go up the regular way. The only way to go to his house, you got to come over this hill, and they're gonna shoot you. By the time you get down here, like, you know what I mean, you're getting shot. I think this is Jason right here. I think this is the engineer.
Vandenberg.
Who called me?
And you get to see even behind the house here, there's a taller hill. So the only way to access this place, you have to come over a big ass hill, which there's really no path to come up here. There's really no paths to come up here, especially when it's snowing. So like, you got to be hitchhiking and even try to go do some shit.
All right, do you want to load everyone else up in there? Or... These two?
Yeah, load them all.
You guys want to go hop in that? We're going to drive down to the bottom.
Okay. What about, I mean, we're going to get all of our stuff back?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, I want multiple security in there.
So Brady, go ahead.
Now I think this is OG3 right here.
Jason. Hey, V-Bird.
Private down until right now.
Jason, we had talked about keeping him up here only because he said if there's anything that, rather than breaking anything, we'll make sure we have access to everything.
We can probably bring him back up once we down first.
Okay, all right.
Let them decide that.
All right.
Yeah, so they're still like clearing the area. Pretty big house. You know, there's also mountainous parts. These cops, you know, with the SWAT team, they're going to cross their T's, dot their I's. They just got access to this part. They're going to have to check some perimeter, establish a perimeter around this mountainous type shit, because who knows? Somebody could run run from the mountains and fucking start shooting them up while they're searching the house. So they're going to have to establish a perimeter around this shit, because this shit's kind of protected by natural, you know, resources like fucking, or natural whatever, like hills. And then once they've secured it, then they're going to search. So they're saying they don't need them now. Let them secure the perimeter. Then they'll bring them up if they get to a safe or something that they can't open. And instead of breaking it, they'll just be like, give us the code or we're going to break it. Right?
You copy that? We're not going to break anything.
Let's take two.
Wait, hold on. What the fuck? Did I click off? Yo, Live on Lake Street says you bought the Academy Stars sweatshirt and you didn't get it. Just send the store a message. My boy Verselli, he does all the merch for me, so he'll respond to you like within a day or two. But if you bought something and didn't get it from the merch shop, he'll absolutely get it for you, 100%. By the way, if you guys are wondering, merch link in the bio.
Jason, we had talked about keeping him up here only because he said if there's anything that, rather than breaking anything, we'll make sure we have access to everything.
We can probably bring him back up once we down first.
Okay, all right.
Let them decide that.
All right. You copy that? We're not going to break anything.
Let's take two more.
Yo, what the hell happened in the Boston game? Nigga said secure the perimeter. Boston can't do that. What?
All right, there you go. Sorry about that.
All right, so look like it's YB. I think this is 3, and then I think this is Jason right here. And these guys are the security, and look like they're gonna just take them down to probably a little bit more secure space where they're probably.
Stand by. Brady, you coming with us?
Yep, we're going in. CJ coming in with us.
All right.
Let's speed this up a little bit.
All right, we're good.
Damn, look how much law enforcement are here. God damn. Beautiful house, huh?
We'll make sure you get a copy as soon as we get out here.
Now it's interesting. I know it's a search warrant, but I'm wondering if they find something, they're gonna take him in custody. And they keep acting like they're not gonna take him in custody. But if they find something in there, they're gonna take him in custody immediately. They're not gonna be like, oh, okay, we found it. We found some guns and some stuff you shouldn't have. We'll come back. They're gonna just take him in custody, right?
What's that?
There's Sam's down there.
All right, we'll get you out one at a time. Make sure no one falls. Hey, Sam.
Go ahead, bro.
Anyone that's not in cuffs is gonna be easier. Sam, you wanna take your kids? Okay, yeah. Why don't you hold on for a second? Ma'am, you hold on for a second. We'll find out.
Okay.
All right.
He's got slides and he's got slides. If we could get them seated somewhere, we can.
Ironically, they drive for like 3 or 4 minutes. They're still not at the bottom of the fucking hill. You know what I mean? They're at like, this is where the barn is at.
Thank you. 1 second, they're gonna use the slides.
Is it? Can you tell me your name really quick? Is it? I don't want to say it wrong.
This is one of the checkpoints.
Okay.
Now, these guys here that say police, they're going to be doing the searching, right? So this tactical team is SWAT. They're just here to secure the perimeter, secure people. The police, is going to be probably a detective or two with other police that have been briefed. Hey, we're looking for A, B, C, and D. They're going to go look for the shit, okay? So if you're wondering who's who, people in army gear, SWAT. These guys, the cops. And the cops, and again, remember, I've told you this before, the cops was never going to go up there without SWAT. You know what I mean?
Detective Nielsen. I'm working on this operation today. Part of the search warrant that we have, I do need to collect the telephone from you. Okay, so give me a little bit more.
All right, ma'am.
Got her slippers.
That's a big house. We're going back. You just want to walk up?
90.10.
All right, go around. Well, that'll be easy then.
I'm skipping through this a bit.
Cut back up on everything.
Now they're going back up to the house, I believe. Yep, they're back up to the house. So now they're going to search the house.
So that's how much you go up the stairs. There's no hole there.
So clearly they're briefing everybody on what's where. They're like, yo, this is the layout of the house because they don't know if niggas got secret compartments. They might have built a fake wall that they hide drugs behind. They pretty much have given, yo, listen, the house should look like this. So when we go in there, be aware that because they're not going to just knock down every fucking wall, right? But they'll be able to easily identify if the original blueprints, there's some other shit there that might be to conceal drugs. Like, for example, obviously with like the cartel and shit like that, they always built fake rooms and fake walls and have things on the shower that they could escape, all these other things. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, why don't you go we're having help him clear the rest of it upstairs, okay?
So everybody's going to do what? Okay. They're still clearing.
Left, you guys should be back up. Yeah, we will be. So we're going to
So now they're clearing the house.
Just keep going.
yeah, we're going to
Hey, you want to check that bar?
close the door.
Yeah. We got the elevator here. To the hall.
I got a pantry and a closed door, right?
Back right over there. We have Is that the garage?
I don't know. Is that the garage?
Anyone know? This hallway?
Yeah, close door right, open door.
Yo, look how petty the cops are when they edit the body cam footage. They blur out everybody's face but YB. So when they give you these things, only the suspect they could show. So they can't show no kids, nobody else except YB. So they blurred every other face out except YB's.
Yeah, go to the garage. Hey, garage is.
You're all the way.
We got 4. Thanks. You want to take it?
Yeah, it's just a bit over left.
Let's stand by. Yeah, I'll give it. Just hold it.
Oh shit. I didn't even know this nigga's house had a fucking. Is this an elevator? It's an elevator, right? Look.
Clear real quick. Stand by.
It's an elevator, right? Nigga, I've been to the house. I didn't even know there was an elevator. What the fuck?
I'll give it. Just hold it. Oh yeah. You might have to push it. Push it open.
Let's see it opens towards us.
Slide it.
Slide.
No, you can see the hinges. It's an opening.
Hey, where's?
Nothing. No, it's here.
Okay, anyway, so it doesn't really show. It's probably a really long and probably going to be a part 2 or part 3 of this video where they actually do find stuff. They did take him into custody that night on new charges. They did not just let him go free. So that's kind of what happened. All right, people. All right. We're getting there tonight.